Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I did a full face makeup look using only drugstore products. So I know not everybody has a budget where they want to spend hundreds of dollars on high-end products, so I wanted to do a video with all drugstore affordable products. So if you want to see how I got this look using only drugstore products, then please keep watching. So to start off, I am using Rimmel London Stay Matte Primer, and this is really good for oily skin. It really mattifies the face. So I usually just put this in my T-zone, but today I used way more than I should have, so I'm just spreading it all throughout my face. Next, I am going in with L'Oreal's True Match Lumi foundation, and this was my first time using it, and I'm really not a fan of it. I got it because I saw that Jaclyn Hill loved it, so I thought I'd try it out, and it just has really little coverage, and because of all my acne scars and blemishes, I like a very full coverage foundation. So I do not like this one, but I am going in with my beauty blender and just doing multiple coats on the places where I'd like a little bit more coverage. And I know this is supposed to be an all drugstore tutorial, so I thought I'd mention that I really love the Real Techniques Miracle Sponge in place of the Beauty Blender. And my cats ate all of my Real Techniques sponges, so today I had to use my Beauty Blender, but I just thought I'd mention that that is a great dupe. Now I am going in with my CoverGirl Invisible Concealer and just putting this on any places where I have acne scars or blemishes. And if you guys watched my acne coverage video, then you will see how I cover up all of my acne scars. So I will link that down below so you guys can take a look. But the same as in that video, I go in next with my Physicians Formula powder and I just put that on top of the wet concealer, covering up the acne scars. And this is the way that I like to get a full coverage look on those things that I really would like to hide on my face. Although the concealer and the powder are both drugstore products, I just wanted to tell you guys that these are still hands down my two favorite products for covering up acne scars and blemishes, even over my high-end products. So even though it's low price, it's still high quality. Next, it is time to conceal those dark circles and start the highlighting process. And this is actually a product I just bought last week, and it has quickly become one of my favorites. It is the Maybelline FaceStudio Master Concealer, and I'm pretty sure that this one I'm using is in the shade Light, but I'll link that down below. And this I am just placing underneath my eyes and on the bridge of my nose and a little bit in between my brows. And I'm just going in with my beauty blender and blending this all out. And then next, I'm going in with another one of my all-time favorite drugstore products, which is the Rimmel London Stay Matte Pressed Powder in the shade Translucent. And I know it looks really weird that I'm rubbing my beauty blender in it and placing it on my face, but this is just a new technique that I found works best for me. And I prefer using the blender instead of a brush because it just goes on a lot more smoothly, and I already have a little bit of that concealer patted on to the blender, so it just goes on the way I like it to look, and it gives an extra matte finish, so that's just what I've been liking to do lately. Now it is time for brows, and I am going in with my NYX Microbrow pencil in the shade Taupe. And lately I've been getting a lot of requests for a eyebrow tutorial, so if you guys would like to see that, then let me know in the comment section down below. And as some of you may know from my previous videos, I have been growing out my eyebrows since I've been back from school. And it's been a lengthy process, but my eyebrows are finally to the right shape and thickness that I would like to keep it at. So eyebrows have gotten a little bit easier for me to do. And just to make sure my eyebrows stay in place all day, I am gelling them down with the e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel. Now I am contouring my nose, and I'm using the NYX Matte Bronzer, which is the same bronzer I will use to bronze the rest of my face. And the brush I am using for my nose is by BH Cosmetics. It comes in the polka dot kit, which is one of my favorite affordable brush sets, so I will link that brush set down below as well. And then to bronze up the rest of my face, I am just using my e.l.f. Complexion Brush, which is only about $3, so I'd say that's pretty affordable. And I'm just putting this in the same areas where I would contour, but I'm not doing such sharp edges as I would with a contour. So I'm just bronzing up all over my face, underneath my cheekbones, on the top of my forehead, and then underneath my chin to get rid of any double chin that I have going on. And then I'm going in with a blush, and today I'm using the NYX Baked Blush in the shade Wanderlust. And again, I'm using a very affordable brush. This is the Real Techniques Blush Brush. And this blush is not very pigmented, so you'll see me going in with multiple coats just to get that color showing. And then to set it all, I am using the e.l.f. setting spray before I go in with my highlight. And today I'm using the NYX Liquid Illuminator in the shade Gleam to highlight. And I just put this above my cheekbones, and then I start to form a C shape around my eyes. In the summer, I just like a little bit of extra highlight to make my face more shimmery and bronzy, so that's why I'm doing the little extra around my eyes. And then I put this on the bridge of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Now it is time for eyes, and today I am using the BH Cosmetics First Edition Pro Eyeshadow Palette. And I'm working with 3 of the gray shimmery tones, so right now I am blending out onto my crease the middle shade of the gray tones in the palette. And I know that I never do any dark eyeshadow looks. If you know me or you watch my channel, then you know this. So I usually stick with just pinks and gold, so I really wanted to change things up a bit and attempt a light smoky eye. I didn't want to do anything too intense because I'm just going to IKEA today, so it wasn't necessary to do anything dark. But now I am just doing the lighter of the gray tones on my whole entire lid just to blend it out and make for a nice light smoky eye. And I probably should have done my eyeshadow first before my face, and I realized that afterwards because there ends up being a little bit of fallout, but it's alright, I went with it for the day. And then after I'm done putting this all over my lid, I'm going in with the darker gray shade in the palette, and I'm just putting this on my outer V just to make for a nice little smoky look. And again, I didn't want anything too dark, so I spent a lot of time trying to blend this out because this is one of the shades that are very pigmented in the palette. And if you guys want to see my review of my BH brushes and the eyeshadow palette, I will link that video down below so you guys can take a look, because the palette and the brush sets are all very affordable at BH Cosmetics, so I highly recommend that if you're on a budget. And then going in with the white pearly tone in the palette, I am using this on my brow bone just to highlight that brow bone a little bit. And then I probably should have used this color in the tear duct, but I go in with a different color. And I am using my e.l.f. setting spray to spray my brush because I am now going in with a loose powder. And this is one of my favorite products by NYX. It is the NYX Loose Pearl Powder, and this one is in the shade White Pearl, which I have not used yet, so I was very excited to use it today. And I'm just putting this in the middle of my lid to highlight that area and make for a light smoky look, because again I didn't want anything too dark. And I'm putting this shade in my tear ducts, which ended up being a little bit too loose of a powder for my tear ducts, which is why I said before that I probably should have used the palette one, but it's alright, I rolled with it. And then for the lower lash line, I am mixing the middle gray tone and the lighter gray tone and just smoking it out under my eye to pull the look all together. And again, if you are a fan of my channel, then you would know that I do not like eyeliner, so to make this smoky look complete, I just wanted to smoke out that lower lash line instead of using a liner. And then I am going in with lashes, and I'm using the Ardell 110 lashes for a natural look. And I'm not very good at putting lashes on, so it takes me quite a while, so I decided to skip that part. So now I'm just going in with my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara and putting that on my lower lashes. Then for lip liner, I am using the NYX Lip Pencil in the shade Natural, and today I wanted to go for a more fuller lip effect. So you will see me overlining my lips and just shading in on the rims and adding some lines, and that's all just because I'm looking for fuller lips. And then I'm going in with my e.l.f. Mineral Lipstick in the shade Natural Nymph, and I'm just putting this all over my lips. And I realized that I'm not a fan of just lipstick, which I always say, but I proved myself right again today. And so I'm going over it with a gloss, and my NYX Butter Glosses are my absolute favorite, and today I used the shade Creme Brulee. Tongue twister, sorry. And that completes it for my all drugstore look. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as usual, if you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more reviews and tutorials done by me, please subscribe down below.